So let's discuss LIEs, because I've seen this question pop out on LIEs, like how to spot an LIE. So I thought on personality database. So I thought to myself, you know what? I'm gonna fucking capitalize on this bitch. I'm gonna get some motherfucking exposure. That's what I was thinking. So let's get into it. Quick overview once again. So LIEs are very, as a TE base, they're quite pragmatic. Um, Very pragmatic type that knows how to get things done. They focus on how things work. They focus on how efficient the things are. They can optimize the environment, optimize information, optimize data. They can be extremely good with statistics. They can be extremely they're also, what people don't know is that they're more accurate in their judgments, in their in how they process information. That's a better way to say it. What I mean by that is people in the BTI especially think that TI is accuracy, while here it's quite reversed, meaning TI valuers care about consistency. The accuracy is not as important as it is to a TE to TE valuer. So that's why oftentimes like high TE valuers can be extremely pedantic, very fucking pedantic in terms of accuracy. So remember that. So they're very good in finding different methods how to go about doing things, procedures, optimizing environments and information, resource management, and also how to handle productivity. And know how, basically typical type that knows how to get shit done and to provide you with good results. That is how they view the world. Okay, now any demo, surprise surprise, this type can actually even be ENTP in MBTI. So if you're an ENTP who seems to sometimes think they're an ENTJ in MBTI because you're like oftentimes like driven and ambitious and success oriented and can deal with information in a very optimal way, but also you seem to have any, so it confuses you. This is the type. So any demo, they're very a type that can capitalize on new opportunities very well. It sees the potential in different endeavors and different projects. And very good at spotting that. They know how to. They can be attracted to multiple different areas of subjects. So different subjects have vast knowledge in all of them. So that's also going to be visible. So there's variety in how they approach to things. And also how to deal with different information all at the same time, how to see the potential in objects, potential in their projects, and how to all work all around it. So that's going to be very, very common with them. Now, they are NI creative. So this is the type that can be oftentimes, uh, depending on the subtypes and depending on all the shit, how they manifest, they can be kind of stuck in the cloud sometimes. Quite often an abstract thinking type who is extremely good and often very cautious in how they proceed to issues. So even though they're SE mobilizing, they still can be extremely cautious type. Um, they are very good and because their NI feeds the TE, so things that are in relation to NI are gonna be used for the purpose of TE. So basically, shit that's related to making things work, to maybe their business endeavors and their projects. So they'll use the NI for that. So very good in knowing the trends, how trends will develop over time, seeing the patterns in things, seeing how things will change, being able to plan very well, being able to plan and adapt. All of it is going to be connected to NI and then TE and NE. So it's a very careful and methodical individual when it comes to planning ahead, thinking of different patterns, seeing the new ones in things, and being oftentimes stuck in the clouds a bit and abstract. Um, then we also have, let's see, so we have the T and I. So we have role element, okay? So it's not valued. So we have role element, and it's going to be a fee. So a fee, they're not going to be the most expressive type. Let's get this thing clear. They're not going to be the most expressive type. They might be a bit more formal. They might be more serious, more business-like, more detached. But the FE is still there. So as a role, it might be very sloppy and weak. But from time to time, you can see its use and it can be there. So they're not completely fucking dead in the water. No. So then we have SI. Now it's going to be a polar element. Their weakest function ever. How does SI manifest? Workaholism. Literally fucking workaholism and restlessness. LIEs is one of the most restless and productive type ever. The whole stack literally screams productivity. So combine that with type 3 as an anagram, it's an extremely successful and driven individual. So very restless person who can even fucking so forget basic shit like not gonna fucking feed myself, not gonna take care of my shit, gonna like ignore how hungry I am and gonna ignore my needs and my comfort in order to achieve my goals. Complete negligence of that kind of thing. Always restless, always need to be doing something. That's extremely freaking SI polar in LIEs. And this is where the whole MBTI stereotype about them being workaholics who everything they do is about productivity. And in a sense, that's kind of fucking true, being TE based. So everything that they do has a fucking reason. Not just I want to vibe and relax. Then we have FI. It's their suggestive. So they can struggle with psychological distance with people um, and how to deal with people on a more personal level, but they seek it in a partner. In this case, in ESI. They want someone to help them with FI stuff in relation to their own emotions, in relations how to handle those emotions, in relations how to handle the distance with other people, how to treat other people, how to be more personal, how to develop a deeper bond. So that is what the LI needs. While they might be negligent of FI, they can still be copy about it. Okay, so there might be some kind of turmoil in regards of FI. But they oftentimes suck at people and wish to be better deep down. Unlike like FI Poly, for example. We have FI, we have SC. So SC mobilizing. SC mobilizing, they're described as a type. Now, don't. I'm not going to tell you that this is always going to be the case. But a type that can oftentimes be stuck in the clouds and need a push from someone. Maybe if a project fails, they can get demotivated. Maybe shit's gonna happen, shit's gonna hit the fan, and they might need a little push from someone because they might be demotivated a bit. So that's gonna be present. They might have a difficulty sometimes getting into the fifth gear, pushing through and going full force. That might be a problem sometimes because while SC is immobilizing, it can seem try hard. It can seem in your face, like it can seem very. It's a bold element, and it can seem try hard. But the reality is, it's very sloppy. It's inconsistent and it's fucking sloppy. So an LIE is never gonna fucking seem like a fucking SLE. You're not gonna confuse those types. Mainly because there's so much different tests. Like one is like now that formal and says what the fuck they want to say, and the other one is more formal and more business, like more serious. So it's a big difference. But that's basically how it's gonna fucking manifest. Okay, so it's gonna be bold, but it's gonna be sloppy, gonna be very inconsistent. They sometimes will need a push, and they'll need someone to motivate them and push them forward. So that's gonna often be included. Now, if you're an LIE and you don't agree because you don't need a push, that's fine. Again, I'm saying that there's some variety. So ignoring TI again. They don't give a shit about laws on print. They ignore stuff like, oh, they don't masturbate to logical frameworks. They don't masturbate to the order of things, the order of the world and the structure of the world. They literally just focus on what works, the pragmatism, the data, the statistics, the resources, shit that is more how to say it, focused on making things happen. Because TI it's focused inwards. It's about the order and principles of the world. They're not concerned about that. And then we have the last one's going to be any. I don't know. Have I fucking mentioned any? Yeah, maybe I fucking mentioned any. But for those, maybe I fucking forgot. See, boys, dementia. I think I did mention any. So, okay, fuck it. Okay, so this is it, boys. This is LIE for you. So LIEs can be ENTPs and they can be ENTJs in MBTI. The most common type for LIE would be type 3 by far, like 90 fucking percent of them. And sometimes it could be, I guess, type 5. Don't expect type 8, and I would say type 6. Don't fucking look at me, don't ask me, because I'm not going to give you the right answer. I'm on the fence with that type. So that's it, boys. That's all for today.